Hey guys, Seanikwarrior here, and today I'm going to give you some tips on how to start a YouTube gaming channel. This is going to be a series split into like 3-4 different episodes, and yeah, so let's begin. This episode is going to be episode 1, hardware and software. So, if you want to record console, it's quite simple. All you just need is a good laptop, an Elgato, and your console. Oh, and a TV to hook up your console to. You already have your console and TV most likely, but I'm assuming you do. But, yeah. So, if you're recording from a desktop, I would go for the Elgato HD60 Pro, but the bad thing about that is you literally have to have your console and TV right next to your desktop, and you have to have a whole other monitor for your desktop. So, but it's more convenient if you're on a laptop, but it depends what's better for you. So on a laptop you have 3 options: the Elgato HD, the HD60, and HD60S. The HD is really good, but it's only 1080p 30 FPS. So if you're on a budget, I would go for that. But the HD60 has some recording problems with the audio and video coming out of sync, and there's some problems with it, and yeah, so that's out. Or if you have a little bit of cash lying around, like an extra $70 or two, or a bit more, I would go for the HD60S because it's really good. It does 1080p, 60 frames per second, super low latency, and it's just a really good capture card. Of course, that's not the only option. I think there's also this other company called AverMedia, I think it's called. Yeah. So, yeah. Now you've got your hardware hooked up. Now you need your hardware and everything hooked up. Now you need to learn how to actually record it and what software to use. So, there's one only really good option for getting, what's it called again? For using for making thumbnails and stuff, and that's Photoshop. I'm just telling you, every single piece of hardware and software I mention or use in this video is not owned by me. This is not mine. I'm just using it as an example. Okay? Okay, good. We got that cleared. So, then what you're gonna want to do, so let's see, recording software. If you're recording on PC, the only option you really have is OBS. It's really good and it's 100% free. And for audio recording, Audacity is good, but the good thing is OBS can teach you, you can hook up an audio microphone to OBS as well, but it's not as good. But I don't really want to use Audacity because, yeah, and so, yeah, okay, never mind. So now that you've got your audio and video recorded, you need to learn how to edit it. And there's only 3 main softwares for that: Sony Vegas, Adobe Premiere, and Adobe After Effects. Adobe Premiere is more good if you use more Adobe products. I haven't tried out After Effects, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. But After Effects is more for like special effects and stuff, and we're not exactly making a movie, are we? And so Adobe, the good thing is with the Premiere Pro and Sony Vegas, they both can record videos too. So if you really don't want to get like a video recording software, I just realized my mouth is not even facing the mic. Sorry if you heard an audio drop or Yeah. Okay, never mind. So, um, okay. Now that you've got your wait, hold up. We haven't talked about the software yet. Adobe Premiere is really good, and if you use other Adobe software, it's much easier to connect to your videos with that. But the truth is, Premiere is a bit harder to learn, but it's a really good. So if you've got the extra time to learn how to use Premiere Pro, take it, because seriously, once you know how to use Adobe Premiere, you can get some seriously good video editing done. So, and if you have any problems editing, you can literally just search it up online. Like if there's a rendering issue, then you could just search it up online and you're done. Like let's say you have a rendering problem. You could just like search it up online, and then you're rendering super high quality, super crispy and clear, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Yeah. So yeah, that's honestly it for Premiere Pro. Sony Vegas is also very good, but it's harder to connect with other apps like other Adobe apps like Photoshop or After Effects. But it's really good. Like, it's super easy to use. Alright, I just remembered. There's another really good software for recording gameplay, and it's NVIDIA Shadowplay. And it's 100% free. It comes with the GeForce Experience, which the good thing is it boosts your game quality. So that's very useful, and you can get game and drivers and all other kinds of drivers. It's just really useful. That's what I love about the GeForce Experience. But honestly, when I used it, it actually decreased my quality, so I had to delete it. I'm not sure why. I tried solving my problem, but it didn't work. I'm probably gonna try again in the future. But yeah, it's really good. So back to Vegas. Sony Vegas is quite simple and very easy to use. And yeah, that's useful. That's very useful. So that's all good. And yeah, it's just a really easy software to use, and it's very good too. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's quite simple. So, yeah. So, it's quite simple to use, honestly. Like, really. It's really easy to learn, and it's quite simple. And that's the good part about it. But it's harder to connect with other, with Premiere, with like Adobe products, as I said before. Why do I keep on repeating stuff? So yeah. Honestly, it's just really good app to use, and that's really nice to know. So now that you've edited your video, oh yeah, so the other recording software from GeForce Experience is NVIDIA Shadowplay, and it's super free, super easy to use. It's really useful, and it comes with GeForce Experience. This is not sponsored by NVIDIA, but yeah, so it's super useful. So now that you've uploaded your video, you've edited your video, you've rendered it, and it's uploaded, now that is it. Now let's talk about hardware specs. A whole lot of people think that you need to have beefy computers and stuff like that, and obviously I am no person to tell you what you need, because honestly, I'm not really that much of a popular channel, because if you've seen my subscriber count, you're gonna know that, obviously. So, yeah. So, hardware. A lot of people need to have, a lot of people, as I said before, a lot of people think that you need to have good computer specs to record videos. And that, the truth is, that's actually a kind of truth. Well, you can record it with a bad computer, but seriously, like, you're gonna, if you, I would only recommend it for people that are super patient, because it's gonna, it's gonna take like forever to render your video, and two, it's just like, honestly, it's like, yeah. But I would only recommend a bad computer for you if you're super patient, and you're fine if your computer keeps on crashing and you keep on having to record it over and over and over again. So, but if you have a good computer, then good for you. These are, I would give you the minimum specs for a computer would be an i5 44, like an i5 with like 4th gen i5 processor is minimum 8 gigs of RAM, and like an AMD RX graphics card is a minimum. That's the minimum. 8 gigs of RAM, an i5, and yeah. So, but if you want to like get super good videos, 4K quality, then I would just get the best stuff on the market, like an i7 7700K, or and like a Titan dual Titan X Pascals, and yeah. So now that you've got your computer ready, yeah. So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time in episode 2. Goodbye.